Hi and welcome back to the beehive. This is a short video on drying wood. We was talking the other day about wood being a fuel source should the unexpected happen. Also, if you have a outside fire pit and you burn the wood in your garden, cozy around it in the winter months, you can also put a grill over the top of your fire and maybe a couple of times a week do some cooking out there, because that will save you money on your utility bills and it's something different to do. Now, it's important that when you collect the wood you do dry it out, because if you don't, it will smoke like hell. So what you need is a pallet, and you can buy pallet covers, which I think are about between £20 upwards, depending on the size and the capacity, or you could just use a tarpaulin to cover it over in the winter if you haven't got a shed or a garage to store your wood in. Now, when you lay the pallet down, you want to put a couple of bricks on each corner to hold the pallet up. This allows the airflow and the wood to dry, and just dry it, stack it up on the pallet, leave it out in the open in the summer months for your wood to dry out. And then, as I say, if it's going to rain, you can just cover it up, or in the winter months you can cover it up. Always remember, trees are living things. They have feelings too. They give us so much. They give the birds a home. They give food to the wildlife. So the science in it, the carbon dioxide and the CO2. So don't pull branches off of trees, and that, you know, trees will, there's a few here. Look, a tree has lost its, sorry about this, tree has lost its branch. Hope you can see that. So trees will give to you. Just say thank you, and as I say, I like to give them a little drop of water. You're giving something back. Here's another little twig. As I said, I've got a small travel wood burner, so they're ideal for that. And dry leaves are a good source of getting the fire started. So that's how you dry wood out, and it's quite important that you do, otherwise you will have your neighbours complaining that there's thick smoke going all over the place. So you can make your own. Now, my neighbour, I don't want one, but my neighbour had a delivery, and they had a lot of pallets outside. So let me just show you the pallets. These are what I'm talking about. So a pallet like this to put in the garden, brick on the four corners to lift it up for the air, and flow to get through. Put your wood you've collected on top, let it dry out in nature. And then when it rains or in the winter months, you can just cover it over. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope these hints and tips are of some use to you, because you never know, as I say, what's round the corner, or if gas and electric is going to go up more and you're struggling to pay your bills, cook outside. And it's also a bit of fun. You know, check with the council the rules, because I don't want anyone getting into trouble. I think it's mainly fires. You're allowed to have fire pits because you can keep them in control. They're contained. So there you go. So have a lovely day. Please like, share, subscribe and hit the bell. And bye for now.